Reading of the day. Reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 2 verses 1 to 8. Brothers and sisters, you know well that our stay among you was not in vain, for despite the sufferings and insults we endured at Philippi, which you know about, we had the courage, relying on our God, to preach his gospel to you in the face of fierce opposition. For our preaching does not spring from error, or from narrow-mindedness, or from a desire to deceive you. Rather, we preach the gospel according to the commission God gave us, considering us fit, not to please men but God, who knows our hearts. We have never presented ourselves, as you well know, and God is our witness, with flattering words or with hidden greed, nor have we sought your praise or anyone's. Even though we could have imposed our authority on you as apostles of Christ, we nevertheless treated you with the same tenderness with which a mother embraces her little ones. So great is our affection for you that we would have liked to share with you not only the gospel of God but also our very lives, because you have become so dear to us.
Gospel of the Day.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew.
Messio 23, 23 bis 26.
Jesus said to the scribes and Pharisees, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you pay tithes of mint, anise, and cumin, but you have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. These you ought to practice, without neglecting the other. Blind guides, who strain out a gnat but swallow a camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you clean the outside of the cups and dishes, but inside they are still dirty with your greed and covetousness.
Blind Pharisee!
First clean the inside of the cup, and then the outside will be clean also." The words of the paupers. It is God who seeks man. But in the first case, he addresses Adam after the sin, and asks him, "Where are you?" And he replies, "I have hidden myself." In the second case, however, he addresses Mary without sin, who replies, "Behold the handmaid of the Lord. Here I am" is the opposite of "I have hidden myself." Here I am is the key word of life. It marks the passage from a horizontal life, centered on oneself and one's own needs, to a vertical life, elevated toward God. Here I am is being available to the Lord. It is the cure for selfishness, the antidote to an unfulfilled life, always lacking something. Here I am is the remedy against the aging of sin. It is the therapy for remaining young within. Here I am is believing that God counts more than myself. It is choosing to trust in the Lord, docile to his surprises. Therefore, saying "Here I am" is the greatest praise we can offer him. Why not start the day like this? It would be good to say every morning, "Here I am, Lord, let your will be done in me today." We will say this in the Angelus prayer, but we can repeat it now together. "Here I am, Lord, let your will be done in me today."
Prayer of the Day. Lord, make know your ways, show your paths. Lead in your truth, teach me.
You are my God and Savior. I put my hope in you all day long.
Psalm 25, 4 bis 5.
Lord our God, be our Father and watch over your children on earth, where things are often extremely difficult and where everything seems to turn against us. Help us to remain faithful in our inner life, drawing all our strength from you, the eternal power of life, and from Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world. For Jesus has promised to come to us, and you will send him in time of need. Let your strong hand be with those who often do not know where to turn.
Show us paths we can follow, for the glory of your name for all eternity.
Amen.